Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that not a single person on earth buys anything. No groceries, no fuel, no coffee, no online shopping, not even a bottle of water. Every store is open. Every product is still sitting on the shelves. But nobody buys. At first, it doesn't seem like a disaster. After all, it's only one day, right? But what if it continued? Would the economy survive? Or would the world begin collapsing much faster than anyone expects? Today, we are running one of the biggest financial thought experiments ever. What if nobody bought anything for 7 days? The most shocking part isn't what happens on the first day. It's what happens a few days later. Because modern civilization depends on something most people never think about. Money moving. The moment it stops, everything starts changing. Let's begin. Before we start, let's make one rule clear. Factories continue producing. Electricity still works. The internet is still online. Banks remain open. People still go to work. Nothing is destroyed. The only difference is this. For 7 straight days, nobody spends a single rupee. No shopping. No online orders. No restaurant bills. No fuel purchases. No movie tickets. No subscriptions. Nothing. It sounds simple. But this one change is enough to shake the entire economy. Let's see why. The first day feels surprisingly normal. Employees arrive at work. Stores unlock their doors. Restaurants prepare breakfast. Delivery trucks leave warehouses. Everything appears to be running as usual. Until something strange happens. Customers never arrive. Shopping malls remain empty. Restaurants wait for orders that never come. Online stores receive 0 purchases. Cash registers stay silent. Business owners assume it's just a slow day. Maybe tomorrow things will return to normal. But behind the scenes, the economy has already taken its first hit. Money has stopped moving. On the second day, business owners become worried. Another day passes. Still no customers. Fresh food begins going to waste. Restaurants throw away meals. Retail stores make no sales. Delivery drivers receive almost no orders. Small businesses feel the pressure first. Many depend on daily income to pay rent, salaries, electricity, and suppliers. Without money coming in, bills continue piling up. Owners begin asking difficult questions. How long can we survive? If nobody buys tomorrow, how will we pay our employees? Can we afford to stay open? Some businesses stop placing new orders. Factories notice fewer requests. Warehouses begin filling up. Delivery companies have less to transport. Production starts slowing down. Managers begin shutting down production lines. Some workers are sent home. The chain reaction has officially begun. What started as empty stores is no longer just a retail problem. The slowdown is now spreading through every layer of the economy. Businesses are earning less. Factories are producing less. Workers are losing income. And now, the financial system begins to feel the pressure. By the third day, the problem spreads beyond stores. Factories notice warehouses filling with unsold products. Production slows. Truck companies receive fewer delivery requests. Shipping companies begin canceling routes. Fuel demand starts falling. Farmers lose buyers. Packaging companies lose orders. Advertising agencies lose clients. One customer doesn't support just one business. Every purchase supports an entire network. And now, that network is beginning to break apart. The damage doesn't stop with businesses. It spreads into the financial system. The flow of money begins to slow. Banks are the first to notice. Business bank accounts stop growing. Loans become harder to approve. Investors begin getting nervous. Stock markets start reacting. Governments begin collecting less tax. Public services begin feeling the pressure. Credit becomes harder to access. Confidence in the economy begins to weaken. People begin preparing for worse days ahead. Companies begin freezing expansion plans. The financial system is slowing down, even though nothing looks broken. But the worst is still to come. By the 5th day, the crisis can no longer stay hidden. Businesses begin closing their doors. Workers begin losing their jobs. Families begin cutting back on spending. Fear creates an even bigger problem. People stop spending because they're afraid of tomorrow. Businesses lose even more customers. Factories slow down again. More trucks stop moving. More workers lose income. The economy begins feeding its own decline. The crisis is now everywhere, and it's only getting worse. People begin spending only on essentials. Everything else is postponed. Restaurants sit empty. Shopping malls fall silent. Hotels lose their guests. Flights begin leaving with empty seats. Construction projects come to a halt. New businesses never open. Small businesses begin disappearing. Large companies start cutting costs. Layoffs become more common. Unemployment continues to rise. Families struggle to pay their bills. Savings begin running out. The economy isn't just slowing anymore. It's beginning to shrink. And when an economy shrinks, everyone feels the impact. But one question still remains. How does it all end? The answer is surprisingly simple. An economy survives when money keeps moving. Every purchase becomes someone else's income. That income becomes another purchase, and the cycle begins again. Stores place new orders, factories restart production, trucks return to the roads, farmers find buyers again, businesses begin hiring, workers receive paychecks, families regain confidence. Banks begin lending again, investors return, construction starts once more, new businesses open their doors. The economy slowly comes back to life, not overnight, but one decision at a time, one customer, one purchase, one paycheck, one business, one community. That's how economies grow. And that's why, if nobody bought anything tomorrow, the world would change much faster than most people imagine. Because the economy isn't built on money alone. It's built on trust, confidence, and millions of everyday decisions made by people like you every single day. The next time you buy something, remember, you're not just buying a product, you're keeping the entire system moving. And that's what keeps the world running. Thanks for watching.